Hey, Tiffany Goff Smith.
Hi. Hey,
Hi.
Kristen.
It is good to see you. We have not met in person yet. We've talked on the phone, but man, those glasses are fabulous. Where do you get those? I need some.
Well, this is just one of 13 pairs. So
No, I love
I
glasses.
prefer to change them up regularly, and online is the place to shop when it comes to prescription glasses. So yes, I know all the
I
details.
will
I'll have to
do
cover.
that. I'm kind of disappointed. Well, I'm disappointed on multiple reasons. One, because I'm old, and two, they told me I have to have cataract surgery.
Oh
And
boy.
when they do that, they'll give me fancy lenses. But I really like wearing glasses. I just feel like I feel naked without them. So yeah.
Me too.
So
Me too.
maybe but they'll be cheaper because I'll just buy the glass ones and have like fancy, great big glasses. So anyway, my name is, for those of you joining us, I am Kristen Williams. I'm the owner of Ephemera Paducah in Paducah, Kentucky. And I am calling you. I'm going to make sure Tiffany, we may need to restart. Oh, no, there we are. We're good. We're having this chat this afternoon to talk about Tiffany's class coming up in, when is it, Tiff? Do you remember?
August the 25th, I think.
Late August 2022. And I'm sitting in the loft, which is where Tiffany's going to be staying, and a couple other students will probably open that up for a couple of folks up here. And Tiffany, where are we talking to you? Where are you?
I'm on the Gulf Coast of Alabama, so close to Orange Beach, Gulf Shores, Fairhope area, so right on the very bottom of the state. And yeah, I'm here in my messy studio just hanging out with you and answering all the questions you got about the class.
Yay! And so you've not taught at Ephemera before. What have you heard? What are your expectations?
So I've been told to show up early, a day early, so I can go junking, because I love antiquing and junking a lot. So I've heard that. I've also heard that you have a beautiful space there with lots of space for us to be creative, as well as a beautiful shop. For anybody who wants to grab extras. And you know how we are with art supplies. Like, can you have too many? Like, come on.
Oh, no. And as soon as the student sees you use something, they look at me and go, do you have that? Do you have that? I'm like, yes, I do. And it's vacation money. You know how you are when you go on vacation. You have to have souvenirs. Yes. So why not get art supplies as your souvenirs, girl? It's just so much better. So so this is the kitchen sink journal. Could you have one to show us, or you want to talk about that?
I don't right off the top. So
that would have been a good idea.
I know. Hindsight, So I just come off. Today is my first day back home from teaching at a retreat. So everything, you know how that is. It's like everything is in boxes. I have no idea where anything is. But the name came to be because obviously I am Southern roots, born and bred. And so my mom used to make cornbread called, you put everything in it, Tiffany, but the kitchen sink. And so when I was coming up with how I prefer to make journals, which is really just recycling and using the things that we have around us to provide new life. I thought, man, I'm throwing everything but the kitchen sink in this book. And so that is really, we're going to go through so many techniques and different ways to recycle and reuse a lot of ephemera and, vintage papers, fabrics. We're going to do some paper clay work, just all of those things that we probably have that are sitting in bins somewhere in our studio. How do we take and bring new life and share our story, right? And so how does that work, and how do we add different doodads and interest through movable parts and adding
I love that.
clips and all kinds of stuff, which is how I like to create. So I'm super excited
I am
to be able to bring that workshop.
And
Yes,
people are
yes,
excited. I
yes.
mean, we got your workshop online, a week ago, maybe 10 days ago at the most. And we have 2 seats open right now. So folks, if you want this class,
Wow.
you better get it. And I'll have the link when I post this, I'll put the link, of course. And yeah. And are you teaching anywhere else this year in case our class sells out and somebody wants to take your class?
Yes, I will be. Wow, it's mind-boggling to know that there's only 2 seats. That's amazing.
2,
But yes,
yeah.
I will be at Sacred Makers Retreat, which is in Squam, in New
Nice.
Hampshire.
Yeah.
So I'll be there the 1st of June.
Okay.
And so that's another place that you can
Oh, I've
find
heard
me.
really cool
And
stuff about Squam. I want to go there.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited. And so yeah, I have a few other things, but those are the top 2
Okay. But people
coming
can
to you
follow
and go
you,
in there.
cool. And you post on your website or your social media where you're going to be. So people need
Yeah,
to follow you, and hopefully we won't disappoint anybody.
yeah.
So how long is it going to take you to get here? Are you going to drive? Are you going to fly?
Yeah, I'm gonna drive because when you're bringing everything but the kitchen sink, you kind of
You
need that space.
Are you
Luggage
pulling
kind of
a
makes it hard.
trailer? Are you renting a small van? What are we doing here? Yeah.
So yeah, I am, and I drive a Mini Cooper, so we'll probably go with my husband's truck to travel.
Yeah. And when I take you to Anything Goes Trading Company, I mean, you're just you're gonna die. You're gonna die
So
because
I'm
there's so
gonna
much.
need the space.
You're gonna need it coming back. So yeah, maybe trade in the Mini Cooper on something else between now and then. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna drive. I think it looked like it was probably like 9 hours or something like that. So I'm a get in the car and kind of like, I don't mind a good road trip. So 9 hours is doable for sure.
Deal. I just got a voicemail call. I'm turning that off so I'm not disturbed. Well, that is fantastic. So we will see. So you said what, 8 or 9 hours? And so
Yeah.
Paducah, for those of you who don't know, who follow along with Tiffany and are exposed to me for the first time, we are really centrally located. Paducah is served by United Airlines. We have commercial air service, and we get a couple of flights a day. Everything goes through Chicago. So if you're coming from the West Coast or way up from the Northeast, that's a good way to get here. But we're also 2 hours from Nashville, and the Nashville airport has so many more options, and it's a really easy drive. And Nashville's a very manageable airport. We're 2.5 hours from St. Louis, 3 hours from Memphis, and like 3.5 hours from Louisville. So we have people. Atlanta's a decent drive coming in. So we have people that come in from all over to take workshops. So that is just awesome to have you come. We're so excited.
I am
So
too.
what is your favorite part about teaching when you're teaching? What do you like it happen in your class? What do you like to happen in your class? That was better grammar. Sorry.
So for me, I think it is the moments where the participant has that light bulb moment
I love
where
that.
it's
Yeah.
like, oh man, I didn't know I could do that. Or they start thinking about how this is an additional tool in their tool belt.
Right.
Just an
Yeah.
example, this weekend at a retreat, I was doing resin paper, and immediately people were like, oh, I could do this and I could use it in my canvas work, and like so many opportunities. For me, it is number one, I love people. Like, I am just a total extrovert.
Yeah.
I just love people. And so being with people is super, super fun for me. But it's really those moments where the eyes are open. Like, you can put anything in a book. Like, you can paint on anything. Like, it's like,
if it's not moving, or if it is moving just a little bit, we'll put it in there. Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's really why I love teaching so much, is those moments.
My favorite, and it happens in every workshop, there's a level of anxiety when everybody gets there, and then and then you start teaching, and then I don't know, late morning, early afternoon, you notice, oh, it's quiet. and everybody's in their zone. And they're like, you just see the, oh, yeah, everybody's just digging in
Yeah.
and they've quit struggling and they're going with the process. And that's my,
Yeah.
it's even just watching classes. If I'm even not even teaching or participating, being able to pop in and go, yep,
Mhm.
they're there now. They're
Yep,
there.
they're in the zone.
They're in their happy place. Yes.
Yeah.
So like we said, we've got it. I think we capped this class at 20, right?
Mhm.
So the studio is big enough that means everybody gets a half a 6-foot table. We have an overhead projection system. So Tiffany will be demonstrating. So everybody has to come up and hover around and breathe on you and not see there's not a bad seat in the house when we do that. And we provide lunches for everybody as part of your registration fee. We've got a beautiful little patio area. So you don't have to go searching for lunch and lose your mojo. You just kind of walk away for about 30 minutes and come back and dig right in. And that's how I like to take a workshop. So those are the kind of
Me
workshops
too.
that I host here. Yeah, you just get to immerse. And we'll
Yep.
do, I had a question today from someone. It's like, do people come to workshops by themselves? And I'm like, yeah, most of them do. But we'll arrange at least one night, if not two, group dinners. So, you're not out there just feeling nerdy going, who do I sit with? But a chance to get to know each other. And everybody always likes to get to know the teacher. So that will be fun too. Cool.
Yes, and I find that when you're in those moments, and even if you're by yourself, like you can meet your very best friend that you did
Oh my
not know was
gosh.
your best friend at these things. Like these are our people. Like
oh
these
my
creative individuals are our people.
You are not kidding. I tell everybody. So this was my ephemera Paducah. The story is it was my 50th birthday present to myself. I left consulting for 12 years. I did meeting facilitation and strategic plans, just the most boring stuff on the planet now. It's just like crazy. But I gave this to myself. And I tell everybody, I knew I was going to be making art. I knew I'd have this thing. I had no idea I would have a new tribe. And like I said, you said the best friends on the planet and people I just talk to. If I don't talk to them every day, I'm like, oh, what? Oh, I miss them. But it's really cool. But yes, very supportive community, and I just adore it. So, well, cool. Well, I'm not going to keep you all afternoon, but I do have my favorite part of the interview. And that is the flash round of questions that I'm asking every 2022 artist. And I have a special question for you. And so we're going to do the bonus question first and then the 5. And I don't have my notes, but I think I remember them. First question is, so I'm a UT fan. Are you Auburn or Alabama?
Roll Tide.
Oh!
That wasn't even hard.
You cut that as orange. I have 2 degrees from UT. I mean, 2. I grew up in Knoxville. We hated Alabama. Anyway. All right. We'll let you come anyway. Okay.
Love me anyway.
Well, yeah. There we go. We'll see how much Roll Tide we hear. First question is, what was your first job?
So my mom's a beautician, so I worked with my mom in her beauty shop. And then I guess before that, my parents owned a restaurant, and so I used to bust the tables. So they were not really paid jobs, but they were the first jobs.
So what was your first paying job? Who paid you?
My first paid job was probably I worked at a pet store.
Fun. Oh my gosh.
It was fun.
Did you bring home really a paycheck or just animals? I would not be able to get a paycheck.
A little of both.
There you go. When you were a child, did you have an imaginary friend?
Yeah, I like to talk to myself a lot, so my mom probably.
So your imaginary friend was named Tiffany.
Yeah. I was a strange child. I'm still a little odd, but yeah, I think I just talked to myself because I live in the woods now, but we didn't live close to neighbors. So you had to entertain yourself. And my brother's like 7 years older than me. So he had he didn't even want to have anything to do with me. So
you were useless. Okay. Who is your celebrity crush?
Oh Lord. So this is a terrible question for me because I don't know celebrity names very well. But I'm
But it
gonna
could be
go
anyone.
out
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
say The Rock. The Rock. Like that.
Is your
All those
celebrity crush?
muscles. Yeah.
Ooh, girl. Yes. Okay. So what is your current most hated art supply? The one you reach for the least these days?
Whew, goodness. I wouldn't say it's necessarily hated, but I do not gravitate towards gelato or pastels. I don't know why. Like I don't mind using them. I just kind of forget. Like when you
Yeah.
have so much, it's like I just forget about them.
Yeah.
So
I
it's
kinda
not something that I necessarily am just like, that's it.
cross things and go, I don't use these, but they're cool. But yeah. So yeah.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
what is your current most loved art supplier tool?
My long handle stapler. It is with me all the time.
Name
Like
Tiffany
it's the
too.
one thing
Yeah.
that's made it out of the box already. I love
Tell
my
me that.
long
I've
handle
never seen
stapler.
that. So you can
You can get way into a book or like, staple it. Yes, this is it. My lovely stapler.
fondling that thing.
It's like
I think
a
I
pet.
need one.
Yes.
Oh my God.
You do.
I do. I've never seen something. I need that. Oh, getting on Amazon right now. Okay. Well, that was enlightening. Thank you so much. Well, Tiffany, we can't wait to see you. And like I said, I'm going to post this and I'll put it on your website description too, so people can see this. And I have a great holiday season.
You do the same. I look forward to seeing you in just a few months. It'll be here before you know
A
it.
few months. I know. All right. If I could remember how to stop recording, that would be good. There we go. All right. Take care.
Bye. Thanks, Kristen.